welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is OFFEIBEA'S vlog. I'm a Ghanaian international student currently working at Amazon. On this channel, we talk about career, we talk about education and lifestyle, like young adults navigating the American environment and people that want to travel abroad. If these are subjects that are of interest to you, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you for subscribing. Today we are having Divine on our show, and guess who Divine is? Divine is a PhD student at Iowa State University. Hi Divine, thank you for coming. Thank you for answering our invitation. We are really glad to have you. So Divine, tell us a little bit about yourself. How has the US been so far? How are things? Right.
Hello, Amelia. Hello to your viewers. I'm happy to be here. The US has been really good so far. The new culture and learning from the new environment, it's all been good so far. Yeah, so like you said rightly, my name is Divine, and I had my bachelor's degree in civil engineering from Kwame University of Science and Technology in Ghana. And I'm presently pursuing a PhD in civil engineering at Iowa State University. Yeah, basically that's just
Amazing, amazing. Next question is that we are going to ask Divine what were the highlights of his application process.
yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah, so my application process, I would break it down into like six stages. So the first one
Wow.
is about making a decision. When I finally concluded that okay, I wanted to get a PhD and I wanted it to be in civil engineering and in the constitutional area of construction engineering and management. So I decided, and then I started off with research, combing schools' website for information, social media opportunities available, and all that. And after I landed on a few options, like made a comprehensive list of professors I'm interested in, then I decided to reach out to them, sending them cold emails and all that. And then I had some invitations for interviews. I interviewed for some positions, and where I was invited to apply, I went ahead and applied. Then I got in, and here I am today pursuing my PhD in civil engineering.
That's a lot in a summary. That's a lot in a summary. And so you mentioned social media. What social media did you use to get to professors? Like,
Yeah, I think maybe we underestimate the social media platform. But the one that we all know about is LinkedIn. Apart from LinkedIn, I think Twitter also does it a lot. Like there are opportunities on Twitter, so
wow, this
people
is the
share
first
opportunities.
time I'm
Oh
hearing
yeah,
about Twitter for educational stuff. Like, oh
yeah,
wow.
I do see PhD, MSc positions being advertised on
Wow.
Twitter, and there is a lot of them out there.
Okay, so and then you reached out to professors. So like, how did you reach out to them? Like, how did you get their emails?
Okay, so if you go to every school's website, it's like the structure may not be exactly the same, but like it all follows the same pattern, sort of. You have to like once you do one, two, three, you get used to it, you know where to move to. But typically, when you go to a school's website and you go to the academic portion or you go to the department portion, there will be a button somewhere that you can always click and see a staff directory or faculty directory, and that's how you'll be able to see some lecturers, their names, and there are even hyperlinks to go further into their research groups and all that, and a brief background of the lecturers' research interest and what they are interested in, and that's how I'm able to explore about the lecturers, and their contact informations are also there. So that's how I get it from the school's
Wow.
website.
Wow. First, you have to know what you really want to do and then decide if I'm doing a PhD or I'm doing a master's. And then you go to the school's website to look out for professors with the same interest as you. You reach out to them. And then I think you mentioned code emails. Is the code email the same as the statement of purpose?
Oh, okay. Yes. No, statement of purpose is basically when you are actually applying for the school and they're asking you to present those essays. But code email is like it's code because it's not warranted. You are not invited to really apply for a position, but you went to look this faculty member up, and then their research areas are something that interests you, and you are reaching out to them. They didn't invite you to apply for a position or what. So that's just like you've seen their work they are doing and you're interested in it. And you're reaching out to them. Oh, do you have any position available? I read about this, this and this and that you are doing. And I find it very interesting. I want to work with you. Do you have any open position? I would like to work with you. It's unwarranted because like it's like you are intruding into their privacy. They are not inviting you, sort of.
Right.
That's just it's a code email.
Wow. Very detailed. Very detailed. When should we start our application process? When should we do this?
Okay, so I would say there isn't a particular right time. But I would say the first stage of the process is very important, even though the other stages are equally important. But the first is about making the decision. Once you've come to that decision that Yes, I'm very sure I want a master's degree. I want a PhD. You should start off right from there. And for some of us, it could come to us maybe in our third year or in our fourth year. Why am I saying this? Like maybe in your third year, or in your fourth year, in your undergraduate degree. The other concentration areas within, let's say if I'm doing civil engineering, there's structures, there is transportation, there is construction. Maybe it's my third year or in my fourth year that would come to the final conclusion that okay, this is the path that I want to particularly go into. So basically, in your fourth year, you could equally be in earlier than that. There isn't a particular uh, time that is right, but just that it's important you arrive at the decision and you are sure about it and you start early.
That's very good. Like starting early, I think it applies to everything, like applying for a job or school. Once you know what you want to do, I think starting early is the right thing to do. I would also ask you that, like, what would you have done differently? Should you like start your whole application process again?
Oh yeah, yeah. If I should start my application process again, let's say like I'm able to time travel and do it all over again. Like I was trying to say, I will try as much as possible to start as early as possible in my undergraduate study. That's because I want to start my applications before I leave school. I don't want to leave school before I work on applications because to some extent, when you're away from school, it's difficult getting recommendations and all that. So, and also talking about starting early, you need to start talking to professors in your school as well and let them know what your interest is and what your future plans are so that when it comes to the time of recommendations, oh, we've already established this kind of rapport already. So they can just work on that for you. And I also like kind of build my resume from time to time. I would just have I already had it though. It's just something I just wanted to read. Like have a document doesn't need to be very clean. You log in everything you do, the little projects, group works, group assignments. Nothing is so small, and I will never underestimate any of them. I'll log them all in. And when it's time to prepare my resume, I just go there and pick up the most relevant ones and build my resume for a particular position because I believe like every position requires a unique resume. You don't need to have one resume for all. And I also associate myself with people who are interested in the same things I'm interested in.
Right.
Not like the same degree area per se, but I want to apply for graduate school. I associate myself with people who want to apply for graduate school because the journey can be very, very stressful. There are points that you may feel like giving up because you may be sending old emails, you'll not be getting responses. But when you have these people around you, you know you are with someone. If someone is getting a response and they can use that to encourage you and all that. Yeah, and also I would also like use my social media a lot, post a lot about the little things I do, my wins and all that, just so like the track records are there that someone can see. Yeah, so my
Wow.
social
Wow.
footprints. Yeah,
So
yeah.
I like the answers you gave. So you start building your resume from scratch. If you start level 100 and you're doing little projects, start writing them. Show me your friend, and I'll show you my character. If you are associating yourself with people that want to pursue masters, you find masters to do. I think that's a really also a really good point. And then
Yeah.
speaking to professors too. Do you think that like people that have completed and they are doing their national service or they are done with their national service, they didn't start right from school? Do you think it's late for them, or they can still do it?
Okay, so I don't think it's late. Like just like I said, that there isn't a particular right time. There no time that is too late. Once you've come to the decision, some of us maybe it came to us early in our journey that we've decided that I wanted a graduate degree. But maybe for someone else, it didn't come early enough. I wanted to do some work for some time. And then during that time, I've been able to discover exactly what I'm interested in. It's not too late. It's just a motivation. And like, I think most part of it still applies to them as well. Logging in your achievements, making sure your CV is clean, your social media footprint, make sure you post your little wins and all that. Associate yourself with people who motivate you. And once you are that motivated and you have that determination that this is what you want, you go for it. And I also like to say like you don't diffuse your energy all around. Find a particular area you're interested in and go for it. When you concentrate your energy on it, like it will be more effective than when you just diffuse it. So they also equally have the chance. They just need to be determined and know what they want. That's the most important part.
Great. Guys, so don't diffuse your energy all around. We apply for things like because we want to live, and we forget that PhD is like dedicating your whole 4 or 5 years to something, and you really need that motivation to continue. Even if it's a
Yeah.
master's, you need that motivation to excel. So I do not think like I think that is a very, very good point. Like
Yes,
don't just
yes,
put your
yes.
energy
And I think
all
the
around.
motivation is very important. What is driving you is very, very
What
important.
is
Graduate school is a
driving
big
you?
decision. You need
Yeah.
to like be very sure you're going to be dedicating at least 2 years of your life. And
Yeah.
like if you're going to be dedicating another 4 years of your life, and you need to be very sure about it. And if you talk of it in terms of the seasons, if you're going to live an average of about maybe 75 years, you're going to be dedicating 2 summers of 75 years. That should be
That's
something
a
you should
lot.
think about.
That's a lot.
Yeah, so you should
Yeah.
think about it, or four summers just like that. You should think about it and be sure. Don't just base it on maybe like my friends are going, so I also want to go. But like you should be purpose driven.
Yeah, that's it. I think that sounds like everything. You should be purpose driven because if you know your purpose and you know what you want to do, like you don't diffuse your energy around, you know what you are going for, you build your resumes, you know that to apply for grad school, you have to go to the school's website. I believe that this
Yeah.
is a very short meeting that but it has been very, very insightful. So, Divine, as we log out, what will be your last words to my viewers? Like, what do you think they should keep in their mind? At least if they did not hear anything at all, they should keep this in their mind from Divine.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I would want to say like they should keep in their mind that like they should make the decision and be very sure about it. And they should start. Let me not go to the start early so I don't sideline anybody. They should work on their resume, build your resume on a daily basis. Or like on a regular, not on a daily basis, on a regular from time to time. Make sure you go back in there and update it. Yeah, our head is not for booking achievements and all that. Get a book somewhere that you can log them in. And when you are going about your application process, be very thorough, be specific, upfront, and proactive.
I've really learned a lot from the interview session, and I hope you did too. If you did not learn anything at all, it is never too late to start your graduate school application. Even if you are working and you want to start, it is never too late. And I believe you mentioned a lot of things that you would want to look them up if you've not started already, like the code, email, the statements of purpose, like which using LinkedIn to the maximum. Twitter was a surprise to me, but I'm glad it works. Yeah, and I'm so excited we did this interview. Thank you all for watching this and many more. Our next interview, you wouldn't want to miss it. So our next interview is going to be with someone in the industry, and that is also like very good one. So you would want to subscribe and then put on your notifications so that when I do any video you get a notification. Please don't forget to like and comment, and I really appreciate you all. See you in my next video. Bye.